Hello, my friend. Defeat. It's a word that tastes bitter in the mouth, isn't it? It's the silence that follows after you've given everything, and it still wasn't enough. It's the weight on your chest after a dream breaks apart. But defeat, though painful, is not the end. It's the mind's test. A moment that asks, will you fall and stay down? Or will you rise differently, wiser, calmer? Imagine this. A runner stands on the track. The race is over. He came in last. The crowd has stopped cheering. The air feels heavy with disappointment. His legs ache, but not as much as his heart. And in that quiet space, there's a choice. Not to run again yet, not to give up, but to reset. That choice, my friend, is the beginning of transformation. Because the truth is this: defeat doesn't destroy you. Your thoughts about defeat do. When the mind faces loss, it creates stories. It says, you're not enough. It whispers, you failed, so stop trying. These stories are like shadows, dark, but not real. To reset your mind after defeat, you must first see those shadows for what they are: illusions created by fear. Take a deep moment in your imagination. Picture your thoughts like clouds. Each one passes. Some are dark, some are bright, but none of them are you. You are the sky that holds them all. Calm, strong, limitless. The first step in resetting your mind is acceptance. Not the kind that means giving up, but the kind that means understanding what has happened, without running from it. When we fight the past, we lose twice. Once in the event, and again in our memory of it. So pause. Breathe. Say to yourself, yes, this happened, but it does not define me. Those words are small, but powerful. They are the door that opens to healing. The second step is reflection. Ask yourself, what was I meant to learn from this? Every defeat has a lesson hiding beneath it. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's humility. Maybe it's courage. When you stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Your pain transforms into wisdom. Think of fire. When it burns wood, it destroys. But when it melts gold, it purifies. Your defeat can be that fire. It can refine you, make you clearer, stronger, more focused than before. The third step is rebuilding belief. After failure, the mind becomes afraid of trying again. It fears pain. It fears judgment. But remember, confidence isn't something you wait to feel. It's something you build by doing, even when you doubt yourself. Start small. Take one simple action each day. When a painter ruins a canvas, he doesn't stop painting forever. He cleans the brush, prepares a new one, and begins again. That's how life works. Action rebuilds confidence. Motion restores hope. Then comes the fourth step: changing your inner voice. When defeat happens, most people become their own enemy. They speak to themselves with harsh words they would never use on others. But the truth is, your mind listens to every word you say. If you repeat, I'm not enough, the mind believes it. If you whisper, I can rise again, the mind begins to search for ways to make it true. So, be gentle. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you love. Say, this is not the end. This is a beginning in disguise, because that's exactly what defeat is. The disguise of a new start. But how do you stay calm when everything inside you wants to scream? That's where awareness comes in. Awareness means watching your thoughts, not drowning in them. It means seeing pain, but not becoming it. When defeat happens, your emotions rise like waves. Don't fight the wave. Observe it. Let it rise. Let it fall. And when it does, you'll realize that you are still there, standing on the shore, untouched by the storm. That's the quiet power of awareness. It resets the mind not by changing the past, but by changing your relationship to it. Then comes gratitude, the secret weapon of the resilient mind. It sounds strange to be grateful after defeat, doesn't it? But gratitude is not only for victories. It's for the chance to grow, to begin again, to see clearly what truly matters. When everything falls apart, gratitude helps you see what still remains. Your breath, your will, your lessons. And when you focus on what remains, instead of what was lost, your heart begins to heal. Now imagine your life as a garden. Defeat is the storm that tears through it, breaking branches, washing away soil, leaving the ground bare. But after the storm, the earth is softer, the air is cleaner, the seeds that were buried deep can finally rise. You are that garden. Defeat is not your enemy. It's the rain that prepares you for your next season of growth. But here's what most people forget. You cannot reset your mind if you keep comparing your timeline to others. Every journey has its own rhythm. The mountain does not rush to grow taller. The sun does not hurry to rise. In the same way, your comeback will happen when you are ready, not when the world expects it. So stop watching who's ahead of you. Focus on what's within you, because the moment you stop comparing, peace returns. And with peace, clarity is born. Sometimes, resetting your mind also means forgiving yourself. Forgiving the version of you that didn't know better, the version that made mistakes, the one who fell, who doubted, who feared. Forgive that version. Not because it was right, but because it was learning. Without forgiveness, the mind stays chained to the past. With forgiveness, it opens its wings again. And when you've done all this, acceptance, reflection, rebuilding, awareness, gratitude, and forgiveness, something magical happens. The same defeat that once made you feel broken now becomes your foundation. The same loss that once made you cry now becomes your teacher. And the same moment that once felt like an ending now feels like the first page of a new story. Remember this truth deeply. Defeat is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. No one ever became wise, brave, or kind without falling first. The greatest minds and strongest hearts were shaped by moments they thought they wouldn't survive. What makes them different is not that they never failed, but that they refused to let failure define them. Resetting your mind doesn't mean erasing pain. It means learning to carry it differently. Not as a burden, but as a badge of growth. It means realizing that your worth is not tied to winning or losing, but to how you rise each time. So the next time defeat visits you, welcome it. Sit with it. Listen to what it's trying to teach. And when it's time, stand up. Not with anger, but with wisdom. Because when the mind learns to reset, defeat loses its power. And maybe one day, you'll look back at this chapter of your life and smile. Not because it was easy, but because it made you unshakable. Every ending hides a beginning. Every fall hides a rise. And every defeat, when understood, becomes the very thing that leads you home. Back to your calm, your courage, your true self.